Have you ever pondered what the 24 hours before death might feel like? A thought that might be daunting, yet intriguing, as it is one of life's great unknowns. This topic, though shrouded in mystery, is one that has fascinated humankind for centuries. It's a subject that stirs a mix of curiosity, apprehension, and even fear. Across the globe, different cultures and religions have varying beliefs about death, each with its unique interpretations and traditions. Some view it as a transition, others as an end, while some perceive it as a beginning of another journey. But what does science say about this? While it's impossible to pinpoint precisely how one might feel, we can gather insights from those who've been at death's doorstep and returned. Their experiences, coupled with medical observations, provide a glimpse into this enigmatic phase of life. So let's delve into the experiences of those who've been on the brink of death and lived to tell their tales. Our understanding of the moments before death comes largely from those who've had near-death experiences. This is a realm of existence that remains shrouded in mystery, but we've been able to glean some insights from those who've brushed up against the edge and returned to tell the tale. Let's delve into some testimonials from those who've had these near-death experiences. One common thread that weaves through many of these stories is an overwhelming sense of peace. People often describe feeling a serenity they've never known before, a gentle acceptance that quiets the mind and soothes the soul. There's a profound stillness, a calm in the face of the unknown that seems to defy our natural instinct for survival. Another element frequently reported is the out-of-body experience. Those who've been on the brink often recount feeling detached from their physical selves, as if they were observers in their own lives. They describe watching events unfold from a distance, with a sense of clarity and understanding that eludes them in their everyday lives. Perhaps the most evocative aspect of these experiences is the encounters with loved ones who've passed away. Many individuals report being greeted by friends and family who've gone before them, offering comfort and guidance in this transitional phase. These encounters, often imbued with deep emotional resonance, provide a sense of continuity and connection that transcends the boundary of life and death. There are also accounts of moving towards a brilliant light, a beacon that offers warmth and welcome, a symbol of hope and reassurance in the face of the ultimate unknown. It's important to note that these experiences are highly subjective, shaped by a multitude of factors including cultural, religious beliefs, and personal philosophies. They're as varied and unique as the individuals who experience them. Yet, despite their diversity, there's a fascinating overlap in these accounts that suggests a shared human experience. These experiences, while unique to each individual, share some intriguing commonalities. This shared thread of peace, detachment, and encounters with past loved ones offers a comforting perspective on what might lie beyond the threshold of life. The body undergoes significant changes in the 24 hours before death. As we delve into this topic, it's essential to remember that every individual's experience is unique, and not everyone will experience all of these changes. In the final day of life, one of the most noticeable physical changes is in the person's breathing. It might become irregular, with periods of rapid breathing interchanged with periods of no breathing at all. This phenomenon, known as Cheney-Stokes breathing, is a natural part of the dying process and does not usually cause discomfort. Next, the heart rate also undergoes a transformation. It may increase initially, but as the body continues to shut down, it gradually slows. Blood pressure also tends to drop. These changes in heart rate and blood pressure are a result of the body conserving energy for essential functions. Another physical change that occurs is a decreased appetite and thirst. This is because the body is preparing for death and no longer needs the energy from food and water. As a result, the person might refuse meals or only take small amounts of food or fluids. It's important to respect their wishes and not force them to eat or drink if they don't want to. In addition, the person may start to sleep more and stay awake less. This increased sleepiness is due to the body's reduced energy levels, and is another indication that the end of life is near. The skin may also undergo changes, becoming cool, moist, and pale. This is due to a decrease in circulation as the body starts to shut down. You might also notice a change in the person's body temperature, which can fluctuate wildly. Lastly, the person might lose control of their bladder and bowels. This is due to the muscles in these areas relaxing as part of the body's shutdown process. These physical changes can be disconcerting, but they are a normal part of the dying process. It's crucial to approach this stage with understanding and compassion, providing comfort and support to the person in their final hours. Alongside the physical changes, there are emotional and psychological shifts that occur. As the body prepares to shut down, the mind also undergoes some transformative experiences. These changes can be subtle, profound, and at times, even mystical. One common emotional shift is withdrawal. As death draws near, it's not unusual for a person to begin pulling away from the world and the people in it. They might spend more time sleeping, seem less interested in conversation, or show less reaction to the people and things around them. This withdrawal is not a sign of indifference or unresponsiveness. Instead, it can be seen as a natural inward journey, a preparation for the final transition. Then there are visions. Many individuals nearing the end of life report seeing or communicating with loved ones who have passed on. These experiences, sometimes called deathbed visions, can be comforting and meaningful. They might seem incredibly real to the person experiencing them, even if others cannot see or understand them. And while we might not fully comprehend these visions, they seem to bring a sense of peace and acceptance to those who experience them. Finally, there's the sense of impending death. Some people express a clear and certain knowledge that their end is near. This isn't usually a fearful realization. Instead, it often comes with a sense of readiness or acceptance. It's as if on some deep, intuitive level, they understand the natural cycle of life and death. These emotional and psychological changes are less understood but are an important part of the end-of-life experience. They remind us that dying is not just a physical process. It's a deeply personal, emotional, and psychological journey, one that's unique to each person. And while it may be shrouded in mystery, it's a journey that we will all embark on, eventually. It's a part of our human experience that connects us all in one way or another. Healthcare professionals who've been present in the final hours of a person's life have unique insights into this experience. These practitioners, from hospice nurses to palliative care doctors, stand on the front lines of death, bearing witness to the profound transition from life to what lies beyond. Their observations, grounded in both science and empathy, offer a fascinating lens through which we can understand the final stages of life. Let's delve into some of their insights. Many healthcare professionals report a surge of energy or lucidity in patients just hours before death. This phenomenon, often referred to as nearing death awareness, may manifest as a sudden desire to speak with loved ones or settle unresolved matters. This aligns closely with the narratives of near-death experiences, where individuals often report a heightened sense of understanding or clarity. Another common observation is a change in breathing patterns. Deep, labored breaths may give way to periods of silence, known as Cheney-Stokes breathing. It's a natural part of the dying process, and can serve as a signpost for healthcare providers that a person is nearing the end of their journey. Healthcare professionals also notice shifts in a person's sensory perception. Patients may start to see or interact with people or places not visible to others. While this can be disconcerting to observe, it's often comforting to the individual experiencing it. Once again, this sensory shift mirrors descriptions of near-death experiences, where individuals report encounters with departed loved ones or spiritual beings. Finally, there's the profound sense of peace that many healthcare professionals report in their patients. Despite the physical discomfort that can accompany death, many individuals seem to reach a state of acceptance and tranquility in their final hours. This aligns with the experiences of those who've had near-death experiences, often characterized by feelings of profound serenity and detachment from worldly concerns. In these ways, the insights of healthcare professionals provide valuable perspectives on the dying process. By observing and understanding these changes, they help us demystify death, making it a less daunting prospect. These observations help us to better understand the dying process. Death is a part of life, yet it remains a mystery that both frightens and fascinates us. As we've explored today, the final 24 hours of life can be a complex interplay of physical, emotional, and psychological changes. We've dived into near-death experiences, illustrating how these phenomena can be both enlightening and perplexing. We've also discussed the various physical transformations that occur as the body prepares itself for the end of life. Alongside these physical changes, we've looked at the emotional and psychological shifts that can take place, varying widely from person to person. Insights from healthcare professionals have furthered our understanding, providing a unique perspective on the dying process. All these aspects underscore the importance of understanding death. The more we comprehend, the better equipped we are to reduce the fear and stigma that often surrounds this natural part of life. By shedding light on this topic, we hope to foster a greater understanding and acceptance of this inevitable part of our existence.